Two minds, two realities, one chaotic clash. Today, we're diving into a battle that bends space, time, and probably your sanity. Legion versus Scarlet Witch. If you thought your ex was unpredictable, wait till you meet these two. One rewrites reality. The other might be reality. Let's get weird. Round 1. Origin of madness. Let's start with where they came from, because trust me, it matters. Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda Maximoff, debuted in X-Men #4 back in 1964. Originally a mutant, then retconned into a magical miracle. She's had more origin stories than Spider-Man has reboots. Raised in war-torn Sokovia, experimented on by Hydra, and gifted with chaos magic, Wanda's life is basically one long therapy session. She's a former Avenger, a grieving mother, and the woman who whispered no more mutants and wiped out 90% of the mutant population. Casual. Legion, aka David Haller, first appeared in New Mutants #25 in 1985. He's the son of Charles Xavier. Yes, that Charles Xavier, and he inherited his dad's psychic powers, times 1,000. But here's the twist. David has dissociative identity disorder, and each of his personalities controls a different superpower. Pyrokinesis, teleportation, time travel, he's got it all. He's basically a Swiss Army knife with schizophrenia. Round 2. Power levels. Now let's talk powers. And buckle up, because this is where things get cosmic. Scarlet Witch manipulates reality. Not illusions, not tricks. Reality. She can rewrite existence, create children out of thin air, and trap entire towns in sitcoms. Her chaos magic is so strong, even Doctor Strange gets nervous around her. She's taken on Thanos, the Illuminati, and the multiverse itself. And she's still somehow underrated. Legion. He's a walking Omega-level anomaly. One personality can warp time. Another can rewrite DNA. One can blink people out of existence. And he has hundreds of these personalities, some helpful, some homicidal, some just chilling. He once created an alternate timeline just to fix his daddy issues. That's not power. That's pettiness with cosmic consequences. Round 3. Mental state. Let's be honest, neither of these two is winning Most Stable Hero of the Year. Wanda's trauma is layered like a tragic lasagna. She's lost her parents, her brother, her kids, her robot husband, and her grip on reality. She's powerful, yes, but she's also grieving, vulnerable, and sometimes terrifying. Her breakdowns come with world-altering consequences. Legion. He's literally fragmented. His mind is a psychic apartment complex with hundreds of tenants, each with their own powers and agendas. He's brilliant, dangerous, and unpredictable. One moment he's saving the world, the next he's turning it into a surreal art installation. Fighting Legion is like playing chess with a tornado. Round 5. Enemies and allies. Scarlet Witch has rolled with the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Darkhold. Her enemies include Ultron, Agatha Harkness, and occasionally herself. She's loved, feared, and misunderstood. Basically, she's the Taylor Swift of Marvel. Legion. He's been in and out of the X-Men's orbit, but most of the time, they're just trying to keep him from rewriting the universe. His biggest enemy is his own mind, and sometimes his own mind wins. However, he also has his own enemy. Amal Farouk, also known as the Shadow King, is one of Legion's most dangerous and persistent enemies, and arguably one of the most terrifying psychic villains in the Marvel universe. A parasitic entity of pure mental energy, Farouk thrives in the astral plane, feeding off fear, hatred, and chaos. He's not just a telepath, he's a manipulator, a corrupter, and a master of psychological warfare. In the Legion TV series, Farouk infiltrates David Haller's mind, posing as a twisted version of himself and warping reality from the inside out. He's the kind of villain who doesn't just fight you. He becomes your thoughts, your doubts, your nightmares. And when your mind is already a maze like Legion's, Farouk is the monster waiting at every turn. So when it comes down to enemies, Legion has more on his plate. So who wins? If it's a battle of raw power, Legion might edge it out. He's got more abilities than Wanda has costume changes. But if it's about control, strategy, and emotional depth, Wanda's got the edge. She's not just powerful, she's purposeful. Legion is a storm. Wanda is the eye of it. But let's be real. If these two ever actually fought, the multiverse would fold like a lawn chair. Reality would glitch. Time would cry. And we'd all be watching reruns of Friends in a hex bubble wondering what just happened. In the end, it's not about who wins. It's about who survives. And in a battle between chaos and madness, good luck betting on either. Drop in the comments who you think would win. Like, subscribe, and comment what characters you'd like me to do next. Until next time, cinema fans.